Hi everyone, I'm Don Carlin, Director of Broadloom Sales at Nourison. Today I want to talk to you about our made-to-order programs. Nourison owns a wide variety of equipment: face-to-face Wiltons, hand tufting, machine tufting, Axminster, chromojet applied patterns, and fabrication. I don't know of another entity in the floor covering business with that variety of equipment, and all of that equipment is at your disposal to solve customer challenges. Every day you're faced with customers that come in with some sort of challenge you need to solve, and using our made-to-order opportunities, you can call upon Nourison to help you solve those customer challenges. One of our best-known programs is called ReadyWeave. ReadyWeave is an Axminster program where for 40 square yards, only 13.2 by 27 feet, we can make you any pattern you want. You want to write someone's name over and over again in a bedroom? We can make it for you. And we can do it quite quickly because we keep one machine always threaded up with 16 colors where we can turn the machine on, run your production, turn the machine off, and have it to you in a timely fashion. I'm going to profile for you a job that we did in Toronto a while back. This was for a customer in Toronto whose challenge was their customer came to them with a historic building. The city fathers in Toronto would not let them change the pattern, so the customer emailed me an image of a 100-year-old threadbare Wilton. We took that image and rendered it into the rendering you're seeing on your screen right now. We rendered the center of it. The customer called back and said, "Hey, it's a conference room. Can you design me a border?" So we made them the border on the outside of that rendering, and that rendering was done in about a week. The customer liked the rendering, and the dealer called back and said, "Hey Don, the room is 16 by 35, you weave at 13.2, how are we going to handle that?" So this next image you're seeing on screen right now is an actual map of the roll. We did 35 feet with a pre-border this direction. We did 35 feet with a pre-border this direction. They took a single cut of 3 feet and put a single seam in the room. At that point, they were ready to go to a strike-off. In the very building where we're making this recording, we have a kibbe machine. Kibbe machines are pretty rare in North America, and Nourison has one right here on site. We can literally make you a strike-off in 90 minutes using the same wool that's going to go into the pattern that you want. So here's a video of the strike-off being made for our customer in Toronto. You can see that there are 16 opportunities of yarn to be fed in. I think this was only a 5 or 6 color design. And the computer programs exactly how that sample machine works. And here on the back is an actual what the strike-off was that we sent to that customer. After that, we wove the carpet, and here's the finished image of that job in the conference room. One seam in that room. Pretty cool, huh? What else can we do with the same program? On your screen now is a sugar skull rug. We made multiple rugs for a high-end casino, and I guess if you spend enough money on the slot machines, you can stay in their high-end rooms, and we hand scalloped and hand serged the edges in multiple area rugs. These are just beautiful and obviously very, very clever. So with only a 40-yard minimum, we can make you multiple area rugs in that panel if you want us to. The other thing that's going to happen is you're going to have a commercial opportunity. Someone's going to come to you and want to do a large commercial job. This next image that you're looking at is one that I saw on the cutting table when a job came in. You can see we put roll number 3 on there. We can flood the floor plan. If your architect can get us the floor plan, we'll flood the floor plan, tell you where to put each part of the job, and it makes it very, very easy to install that job when it's time to do it. Another customer challenge might be a discontinued style. We're going to profile for you an opportunity we had in upstate New York. On your screen is an image of a woven piece of carpet in a denim color. You can see it's all flat, one row up, all flat, one row up. It's a denim colored blue with the shiny polyester in it. The carpet store in upstate New York loaned that sample to the designer. She took 1 year to decorate everything in that room around that denim color and came back a year later and said, "Okay, I'm ready to order. You've had this designer in your store, I'm sure of it." Of course, that product was discontinued by then. The manufacturer of that carpet is more than happy to do custom for a 400-yard minimum. At Nourison, we helped this designer out because it was only a 35-yard job. How did we do that? We used our machine tufting facilities. What we did for her is we dyed some of our wool to match the denim. We took a shiny nylon to match the shiny polyester in that woven Wilton, and we cabled the two of them together into a palm. Then we tufted that into the image you're seeing on screen now. And we got her 35 yards to match her original design scheme. So a discontinued style might be an opportunity for us to help you in made to order. Another made to order opportunity and a challenge you have might be a difficult style or difficult pattern to find. I know you've had customers in your store that said, I want paper white carpet, and you've torn your store upside down looking for paper white carpet. We had a request out of Santa Maria, California a few years ago. They wanted paper white carpet. It was a couple that had a 330-yard home. And what I found for them was one of our suppliers has a paper white solution dyed nylon. This one's actually called Snowflake. I mailed them this palm. We tufted them 330 yards of paper white carpet and solved that challenge for that customer. So it could be, here's an image of actually our warehouse staff inspecting it. We actually wore operating room booties because it was in fact paper white carpet. But it was a unusual request, and I know you get unusual requests. Don't let those customers walk out of your store. Let them call us and see if we can't help you out of that challenge. Another challenge might be using our hand woven opportunities. We literally have thousands of employees on staff making hand tufted rugs, hand knotted rugs, hand loomed broadloom, and all of those employees can make a custom version of that, made to order version of that for you. Why would you do handmade? Here's an image on screen of an area rug we did for a country club in Pittsburgh. Why did we use handmade? It's a 24 color design. There isn't a machine on earth that'll do 24 colors. You can also see the designer kind of drove us nuts, moving this color over here, that color over here, this color over here. It took over a month to make that rendering for the designer. The other reason we did hand tufted is that that rug is 36 feet square. There's no machine on earth that'll do 36 feet square. And here's an image of the finished rug. Beautiful. Now you might think to yourself, handmade, that's going to be a lot of money. Fact is, call us. You'll be surprised at how affordable a rug like that is, or like anything that we can do for you is. So please, if there's a challenge, in this case it was too many colors and a weird size, let us use our handmade facilities to help you out with that opportunity. We also have a factory that has chromojet printing. We refer to that as applied patterns. The reason you would access our applied pattern facilities is you can use any color you want. We mix up the dye bath per job. So if you had a weird color we need to come up with, all we do is create that color for you. We have chromojets that have 12 color banks, and we now have a photorealistic chromojet that literally can do any color you want, and just like it sounds, it looks photorealistic on the floor if you needed us to. I'm going to show you a job we did here where we solved a problem for a customer in northern West Virginia. It turns out the University of West Virginia basketball team runs in on a 100-foot runner that says West Virginia on it. The original runner was made in the 50s. It was falling apart, and the alumni approached this carpet store and said, hey, can you remake this runner? The carpet store contacted me. We made the runner that's on screen right now and got them what they needed for that interesting request. My nephew called me and said, hey, Uncle Don, did you know your carpet's on YouTube? And it turns out that Nissan does features on various universities, and this one was about the University of West Virginia. I'm not going to play the whole video for you, but if you look here, you can see how the basketball team runs in on it, how the cheerleaders are running in on it. That unrolled rug is 75 feet long.
The minimum in using our applied pattern technology is 100 yards. So we did 2 runners because we applied the pattern over 13 foot 2 inches. So they got 2 6'6" wide runners. They have one they can work with and one they put in storage. It took them 50 years to order one. I guess in 100 years they'll reorder this one now. And also on screen, one of the cool things we can do both in weaving or in applied patterns is multiple widths repeats. If you look on screen right now, you're seeing a sheet of carpet that doesn't have a repeat across that 13.2 width. So it's going to take multiple sheets, and we can do that in a ballroom. You can have unlimited design. Let our design team do that for you. And then finally, the thing we can do is we have all this broadloom carpet that we can fabricate into an area rug. Out here in this facility, we have a fabrication department where we have serging over binding. We have wide binding we can apply. We have a lot of opportunities to fabricate a rug right here in this facility. We can fabricate up to the full width. We use the exact yarn that is used in the fabric. So if we take one of the fabrics there, we'll take the wool from that fabric, do wool serging around the edge. We'll balance the pattern so the diamond on this side is the same as the diamond on that side. We lay it face down, nail it to the floor, let it sit overnight and square, pull hundreds of nails out in the morning and apply that serging or binding or however you want it finished. So it's not just a simple, let's throw some binding on a rug. It's a custom made-to-order opportunity for your job. I hope I've shown you how we can do custom at Nourison. It gives you a lot of opportunities to solve customer problems that for people that walk in the door. Don't let them walk out of your store without calling us on a weird challenge. We're happy to help. We appreciate your business, and thank you very much for listening.